sight and building a false reality on lies and deception for far too long. And now, their time is coming to an end. It's time to fight back, to wake up, and to begin an uprising. Now is a time for judgment.
This is a time for judgment. Welcome to today's show. I wanted to do this video because I want you to constantly see the repetition that you're seeing from musicians, celebrities, mainly musicians, in referencing God and the devil, mocking God constantly and siding with the devil. These are people who claim to be atheists. In this case, Demi Lovato. You know, somebody who's, I guess, pretty popular apparently with kids, who's really grooming and engineering the youth out there with the gender pronouns. If you haven't heard, huge breaking news, Demi Lovato recently updated their pronouns to include she and her again. You might say, oh, okay, I'm shocked it's not he and him. I know, right? But apparently before that it was they and them. So, you know, it's just one of those things where she let everybody know, or he let everybody know. I don't know. It let everybody know. Whatever they want to be called these days. That she was feeling more ladylike, so she's updating it again to become a woman. Now, I don't know. I can't keep up. But they flip their pronouns a lot. And that's just part of grooming society to be completely insane. Me personally, I'm updating my pronouns as well. Today I'm a porcelain doll. Tomorrow, hopefully if I wake up on the right side of the bed, maybe I'll be an eggcorn. I don't know. But hey, let's just embrace the badness, right? But let's get to Demi. It's another musician with another album. If you see the pattern here, all of them constantly referencing scripture, referencing the Bible, mocking the Bible, worshiping Satan. You see, you know, Lil Nas X doing lap dances with Lucifer. You got the Baphomet all over the place. You got these people who all sing Symbolism, blah, blah, blah. And then you get this one. Holy F is the name of the album that's coming out. You might say, well, that's not very real. Oh, yeah, it is, actually. She's lying on a cross on her album cover. You know, mock crucifixions is a big thing with these people. They love to do it. Someone just told me, hey, did you see some guy named Baby or something like that? He did a mock crucifixion. I guess he didn't, you know, go over and tell her. She's like, oh, I'm just laying on the cross. Oh, right. They're all just laying on the cross. They all don't believe in Jesus. We're supposed to not see what they're actually doing, but apparently people don't see what they're actually doing. They're grooming people. They are leading people away from God. They're doing what they're paid to do. This is what their jobs are. Their jobs are to write lyrics and catchy phrases and all that stuff. Their job is to engineer the behavior of the masses. So it's called Holy F. And if that's not enough for you to believe that, I mean, the repetition and pattern is there, this is somebody who's had an album before called Dancing with the Devil. So she's danced with the devil, then she's got Holy F, and she's laying on a cross, and of course comes out of the Disney operation, which is CIA operated. Disney, these kids who go through Disney are groomed at a young age to be influencers. They're all influencers now. You can look at them all, from Britney Spears to Justin Timberlake to Christina Aguilera, Shia LaBeouf, Ryan Gosling. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on, and it's a never-ending list. And then you have, you know, Nickelodeon did it too with kids. So they got the CIA and started to initiate people with the Nickelodeon children's programming. So what happens is at a young age, people watch this stuff, like young kids do at 10, 12, 14. And as they grow up, these people that they like, who are also kids on TV, on Nickelodeon shows and Disney shows, they grow up. So by the time they're 20, they're not going to be watching, you know, Demi Lovato's not going to remain 12 years old doing the same show. She grows up. So then she changes her behavior. He changes his behavior, whatever they are, right? They change it. They start changing their behavior and how they're acting. They start implementing things, politics, support of the LGBT, all of these things. And they groom the audience that they've had since a young age. They groom their behavior, they groom the things that they like and they dislike. For people out there that don't think mind control is real and they think free thought and all this stuff is actually occurring, I have a newsflash for you. Something you're probably wearing is because you were probably told that it's in style. Not you guys who are listening, but people out there who are new to waking up or people who just stumbled upon this who aren't. Oh, it's a trend. Well, why is it a trend? Who decided it's a trend? One person saw somebody wear it in Chicago, and then everyone in the whole country started wearing it and dressing that way? Or did Calvin Klein and Tommy Hilfiger and et cetera, tell you that it's in style, then have a celebrity wear it, and then everybody just follows suit? Because that's the monkey see, monkey do mindset that we live in. So back to Douglas Lovato here with the dancing with the devil. You know, as if that's really artistic, just like the cross, laying on the cross, the mock crucifixion stuff. Oh, it's so artistic. We've never seen it before. Like I said, Baby just does that. She's laying there. We've seen, Kanye do it. I mean, they all do it. Nothing artistic for people who are supposed to be artists that we're all supposed to look up to. Might as well call them fartists, because that's what they are. We're supposed to look up to them and be like, wow, they're really inspirational and they're so unique and creative. Oh, no, they're not. It's all the same thing if you actually have a brain and you can see that they're actually all doing and saying the same thing. They all have the same politics. Go figure. They're all liberal. Go figure. They all want a new world order. Go figure. And they all worship the devil. Go figure. Right? So, dancing with the devil, not to be confused with Running with the Devil or any of these other songs or albums that we've heard of where they're constantly referencing Lucifer. No. And what's Demi's? Oh, Demi struggled with addiction and all these things. So then people start to relate. They're like, oh, I struggled with cigarettes, or I struggled with drugs, or I struggled with this. So I can relate to Demi Lovato, so I like her. So then Demi Lovato starts doing insane things like switching genders and doing all these types of things that we're told are normal. Then you see people doing it. That's how this whole thing works. And that's why we currently live in an insane asylum with no padded rooms. Right? We just have insane people running amok, dictating and deciding how we all should live with their insane, disgusting, disturbing ideologies, which is what's going on. So when you take a deeper look at Demi, you could tell also, not just because she was involved in Disney, that she is a mind-controlled zombie, and by that I mean a mind-controlled slave to the system. And you could tell, obviously, because of Disney, but also because of the monarch butterfly. Because on her Dancing with the Devil album, she used the monarch butterfly, which isn't a surprise, right? Because they all love butterflies, by the way. And recently I just did a video. We see butterflies in almost every female musician's videos. In the UK, in America, in China, Japan, whatever these K-pop stuff, all over, Korea, all over, everyone. They all just love butterflies. Did you know that? Isn't that crazy? They just look outside, they're like, I'd love to put a butterfly there. And like no publicist was like, yeah, we've seen the butterfly. Taylor Swift's got an album, Butterflies, Miley Cyrus, da-da-da-da. No, nobody wants to let them know it's been done before. Maybe if they're artists, they want to come up with something different. They know that people don't see patterns. That's how they keep people under mind control. They play on people's emotions. They play on people, how they can relate to these people. That's why these people all have fake stories around them. Oh, so-and-so had this happen to them. Oh, so-and-so was bullied as a kid. It's all make-believe. I mean, it's all made up. But they want you to relate to them, so then you like them. You're like, well, I like them because I can relate to them. Somebody called me a loser once, and I never got over it. 50 years later, I'm still struggling. I want communism. That's what we're living amongst. Weak, pathetic people that are groomed by people like this. This is why these people are such a threat to society. They're the ones who have groomed us into this insane world. Now, they're slaves to a system as well, but these people, and they probably have less free will than anybody walking the earth, the celebrities do, even though everybody aspires to be like them. They're talentless, they were born losers, they'll die losers unless they get saved, and they can't stand criticism. I mean, I've gotten flagged before for talking about Jared Leto and hurting it.
Come on.
And hurting his feelings, bullying him. I got flagged once for, I don't even remember the girl's name, who was in some Jimmy Kimmel video. But anyway, I mean, they're so sensitive. They're shocked that people don't want to worship them and bow down to them as much as the zombies do. They want 100% of the people to love them and kiss their rear end. But unfortunately for them, and fortunately for us, there are still half at least of the population that sees the grooming and what's going on. So you also have Demi with the shh sign on album cover. That's because she's part of it, and that's the big secret. They're a part of it, and you're not. She's not going shh, don't tell anyone, she just queefed. That's an old term for fart. Don't tell anyone that she just did. Or she isn't going shh, shh, don't tell anyone the big secret about, you liking my music. Oh wait, that would be a big secret if people actually liked her music, because I never heard anyone who does or did. But it's really about their secret societies. That's why they're called secret societies, because it's a big secret. That's why celebrities are constantly holding the finger up over their mouth, okay? That's why people like Rihanna have it tattooed on their finger. I mean, a tattoo, someone that's with you permanently, right? Shh, tattooed on your finger? I mean, what do you think? She just loves it because she's like, I love secrets, so I'm gonna get it tattooed. I love telling secrets, and I love keeping them. Well, yeah, I guess technically they do love keeping secrets. But guess what? The secret's out, and we all see you. And that's why they're panicking and trying so hard to push this as full, with their foot on the gas, as full throttle as they can go. Right now. Because way too many people started waking up, and it really felt like a lot of people started popping up and waking up around that pizza thing that occurred. And since then, it's been pretty insane. And that's why you have celebrities like this who are doing what they're told, and they're coming out, and every day they can change pronouns, they can change this. So it's almost like, if we really want to start getting by in this world with these people who are insane, we should start playing their own game. Go change your license, change it, put yourself as a they, them, and then anywhere you go to a place, and if they don't like you or whatever, be like, oh, they're judging me because play their own game that they play. Try to style. You can easily navigate around the insanity. It's so embarrassing to actually be a part of, and people don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to have to deal with this stuff and have to play their game. But if they really push us to a point, we'll just break their whole system down. Because it's an insane system run by insane people. But nobody's really mentally competent who's participating in this game that's going on right now. Okay, all these people are under complete mind control. It's like, punch them in the face, they might snap back into it and realize what in the world's going on, hopefully. But the way things are going with people like this who are grooming, how people don't see this as a spiritual war, and this is about God and the devil, I always say it's beyond me, but it's beyond me. I hate to repeat the phrase, but it really is. Every single thing that these celebrities do is referencing God and the devil. And what are they doing? They're always blaming God. And they're always making Satan out to be the victim, right? Oh, the fallen angels were the victim. The devil's the victim. The devil got a bad rap. Oh, God was mean. God was brutal. And they're always showing you that this is the real war that's going on. Yet the people who watch and listen, they're like, no, they're not really religious. They don't believe, or not, I shouldn't use the word religious because that's a ridiculous word, but they don't believe in God really. They're more spiritual, or, but then why are they constantly referencing this spiritual war that's going on? They're like, because it sells records? Question mark? Oh, is that why? No, because universal law, they have to reveal this stuff, and they're revealing it. Because we have free will. This is biblical. This is the spiritual war that's going on. People have free will, and they can choose which side. They're using cheap practices here to deceive people. But in reality, they can sit there and go, no, we're not deceiving anyone. We're telling you, just look. And people aren't looking. They're listening to the ridiculous lyrics sometimes, like, God got high and and yo, shoot him up. Like, what? Huh? And they're just listening, and they're like, they're being programmed and dumbed down. But right in front of their faces, they're using all this stuff, and they just dismiss it. They're like, no, that's not what they mean. Oh, why? Because Rolling Stone wrote an article telling you that it really just meant about, Holy F really just meant about her struggle with depression. Oh, is that what it is? And you're grooming people to constantly feel like they're struggling with mental depression and everything else that goes along with it. This is what's going on. So just another one of these puppets, right? I love how, too, with the Dancing with the Devil album, it says, the art of starting over, right? There's it's kind of like subliminal messaging, but it's not subliminal. Like starting over, starting fresh with the devil, like turning her back on God and worshiping their god, Lucifer. Kind of interesting, right? But the signs and symbols are always there with these people. They can't hide it, and they don't hide it. And they're grooming everyone. Just most of the people being groomed don't have the slightest of, I shouldn't say most, all of them don't. And some people sometimes come out of it and wake up and they see videos like this. So that's the only hope that I have to helping young kids out there who listen to this filth. And maybe people in their 20s and 30s listen to this. I don't even know if it's filth. I don't know what it is. I couldn't tell you a Demi Lovato song. Could anybody tell me one? Come on. I dare you to. You have to Google it first if you're going to tell me and write in the comment section. I know this song. I'm going to bet my bottom dollar that you probably Googled it. Right? And the song probably has something to do with the devil. Or something to do with pronouns. Same difference, right? I thank everyone for being here. Hope you're all doing well. God bless you and your families.